friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends?
One more bite? Pretty please.
Angel Bunny is kind of an asshole.
Because of that giant cloud of scary black smoke?
To be fair though, sometimes Fluttershy has it coming.
Help! Help! Please?
So Fluttershy is trying to warn every pony about a big cloud of smoke overhead.
I need every pony to...
Listen up!
Fortunately, Twilight is better at getting every pony's attention.
That's what I've been trying to...
But don't worry.
So apparently there is a nearby sleeping dragon whose snoring is sending smoke into the air, and the main six need to convince him to go somewhere else.
Actually...
Rainbow Dash prepares by painting Bolivian flags on her face. Applejack brings snacks, I guess? Yeah! Pinkie Pie is Pinkie Pie. I had to look this up, but the montage is referencing both the A-Team and Charlie's Angels.
Onward!
I never really watched either show, to be honest.
Let's go!
Let's not?
The dragon is in that cave at the very top.
Fluttershy really needs to learn the shoulder tap method of getting some ponies' attention.
Oh, good. I'll stay here and...
Wait, you have to come. Your way with wild animals will surely come in handy. Oh, and don't worry about your little friends in the meadow. Spike's got it covered while you're gone.
Yep, still an asshole.
Hey, wait!
But...
So Fluttershy wants to stay behind, and Rainbow Dash agrees.
That pony's afraid of her own shadow.
Once we get going, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Wow.
I'm gonna fly up there and check it out!
I'm just not even gonna bother keeping track of how many times Applejack has done that, though I think it's at least 3. Like I said in a previous episode, it's a thing.
If I play my cards right, I might be able to convince him to part with a few.
Welcome to my cave, Rarity. Care for a diamond?
That was surprisingly clever for Pinkie Pie. Her usual brand of humor is more along the lines of pies in the face.
What are you waiting for? An invitation?
Ooh, I think I have one in my bag.
And that. And apparently when Fluttershy is afraid, her wings don't work. So Fluttershy ends up taking a long time to jump across a gap. Yeah, that's just sad. And causes an avalanche which blocks their path.
Sorry.
Oh, no big whoop, Sugar Cube. My apologies. Not your fault.
You know, I normally love Rainbow Dash, but I kind of wish you would just shut the fuck up in this episode.
Still think it was a good idea to bring Fluttershy along?
You'll create a diversion to distract the dragon if things get a little hairy in there.
I think Rarity gets Best Face Award for this episode. Oh, the apples were projectile weapons, I get it. That's kind of lame, but okay. I mean, they're ponies, it's not like they're gonna use ninja stars.
Come on.
You know, Twilight, you might have run that plan by Fluttershy first, before just assuming she'd be up for it. Just saying.
I can't go in the cave.
So it turns out that Fluttershy, despite being the animal lover of the group, in a world where half the animals are mythological monsters, is deathly afraid of dragons. To be fair, dragons are much bigger and more threatening than any animal we've seen so far, and Fluttershy wasn't around during the Trixie episode with the Ursa Minor, so we don't know how she'd react to that.
All of us are scared of that dragon, but we've got a job to do.
Despite that great pep talk from Applejack, Fluttershy still can't bring herself to face the dragon, so Twilight has to go alone. I like how she said they were all afraid of the dragon, but apparently not afraid enough for Twilight's sake to not let her go in alone. To be fair, they are at least keeping an eye on her. From a distance.
Mr. Dragon.
Full-grown dragons are really freaking big.
Equestria simply can't survive 100 years in a dark haze. You understand, don't you?
And assholes. Seems like there's a lot of those in this episode.
Obviously, this situation just calls for a little pony charm.
Well, Rarity does have a way with dragons. Well, one anyway.
Losing and
Rarity's milkshake brings all the dragons to the yard.
obviously, I would be more than happy to keep an eye on your jewels while you're gone.
Wow, even for Pinkie Pie, that's pretty out there.
Sharing a laugh is a surefire way to get someone on your side. Apparently he doesn't like laughing. Or sharing. Get out!
So, big surprise. Rainbow Dash's plan pissed off the dragon and he attacks every pony. But Fluttershy isn't having any of that.
How dare you! You do not hurt my friend! You got that?
Damn.
But that rainbow one kicked me.
And I am very sorry about that.
So Fluttershy explains to the dragon that he knows full well that his smoke is harming other creatures.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Gotta love Pinkie's umbrella hat.
You did it! I knew you could do it!
And the dragon moves on, and the Pegasi are able to clear the smoke from the air. And so ends Dragonshy. This was an okay episode. This is the first time we see a full-grown dragon in the series, and despite his being played mostly for comedy, his design is pretty cool. I always thought red was a good color for a dragon, and I like when they're portrayed with a beak like a bird of prey. This was also the first Fluttershy episode, and not the best. Like I said, I actually find Rainbow Dash kind of grating in this one. And she never does really apologize to Fluttershy for being so bitchy towards her. I mean, I definitely get why she's annoyed. Plus, like I pointed out in Griffin the Brush-Off, Dashy can be kind of abrasive at times, so it's not totally out of character. But having her make a snide comment of some kind literally every single time Fluttershy screws up is pushing it a bit far. Especially if it's not going to lead up to her making some kind of amends for that. She gets a small taste of her own medicine, but that's it. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. See Hurricane Fluttershy for an example of the dynamic between Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash playing out better. To be fair though, that happens in Season 2, so it could be chalked up to character development. Next up is Look Before You Sleep. See you then.
My Little Pony friends.
I was this close to getting that diamond.
You mean getting rid of that dragon?
Oh, yeah, sure.